I'm Mary Hartnett with Siouxland Public Media News. The Iowa Supreme Court has ruled unanimously that Republican lawmakers don't have to disclose their emails as part of a lawsuit over sweeping changes to Iowa's voting laws. The League of United Latin American Citizens of Iowa sued the state of Iowa, challenging a law passed 3 years ago that gives Iowans less time to vote in person and by mail. The group asked a district court judge to compel several Republican lawmakers to provide their communication with others about the process of passing that legislation. A Polk County District Court judge ordered lawmakers to provide those documents to LULAC's lawyers, and that was appealed to the Iowa Supreme Court. The court determined lawmakers' communications about the legislative process and legislative intent can be shielded, and that the documents requested in this case are not relevant to LULAC's claims that the voting law changes were unconstitutional. January's above-normal snowfall has improved drought conditions across much of the state, according to the latest water summary update. However, state hydrologist Tim Hall says the latest drought monitor report shows that almost 20% of the state in northeast Iowa is still in extreme drought, 56% of Iowa is in some level of drought, and northwest Iowa is still abnormally dry. Hall says Iowa has had 2 feet of snow over large parts of the state, but it all melted fairly quickly, and there were 0 instances of flooding, which means the soils are very dry. A South Dakota Searchlight Argus Leader investigation last year showed Native American children accounted for nearly 74% of the state's care system. That's despite accounting for only 13% of the state's overall child population. A bill to establish an advisory council to host formal conversations and gather data on the high number of Native American children in South Dakota's foster care system is now headed to the Senate floor. House Bill 1232 was approved by a Senate committee this morning. The bill creates an Indian Child Advisory Council made up of representatives from the legislature, South Dakota's 9 tribes, the Department of Social Services, and other child welfare experts. The bill's co-sponsor, Representative Tamara St. John of Sisseton, an enrolled member of the Sisseton-Wahupton tribe, explained during House debate this week that the council would bring those key stakeholders together to have formal conversations and find some possible solutions.
This advisory council will allow for much-needed conversations beyond just the Indian Child Welfare Act and allow for a focus on prevention, new partnerships, and to access resources, and most of all, push for positive outcomes.
State Senator Tim Reed of Brookings opposed the bill, saying he was worried about the lack of participation from the Center of the Prevention of Childhood Maltreatment. That's Siouxland Public Media News. For updates, go to kwit.org. I'm Mary Hartnett.